Greetings, Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Fun Size, starring your old buddy Oxleymations. Now, for today's video, if it wasn't already obvious by the title down below, right down there, we're going to be taking a look at a new limited edition Twinkie for this summer. Now, I know we're not quite into the summer yet, but we're getting there. We are rapidly approaching summertime, and because of that, and also because, just the way that stores work, they're just pushing all this summer-related stuff. I've seen swim fins, snorkels, kayaks, and all kinds of other nifty stuff at my local Wal-Mart recently. And also, I've seen a lot of summertime foods coming up. Like just last week when I was at the store, they had a display set up where they had the graham crackers, the chocolate bars, and the marshmallows all out on display, which is where I got the idea for the last video with the Sour Patch Kids marshmallows, because they just happened to be in that same display with all the rest of the stuff. S'mores making stuff. So with that thought in mind, for this video, I happened to be going down the snacks aisle, which also happens to be the same aisle as like the breads and stuff, and that's where I found the subject of today's video. So without further ado, without beating around the bush any longer, here we have the new limited edition Pink Lemonade, aka Lemonade Stand Twinkies, with little, with little Twinkie the Kid at his little lemonade stand selling pink lemonade. Got the Twinkies with the pink lemonade flavored cream filling. By the way, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Hostess, Twinkie the Kid, or any of their subsidiaries. Not that I would mind being sponsored by them, though. It's just not going to happen. This channel is far too small to get their attention. Unless, of course, I'm talking smack about their video, or their stuff, and then they, remove my videos. With that said, let's crack on into this thing. Let's open up this box, which I'm already doing as I'm talking. And apparently I was supposed to just peel that thing to get inside. But this thing is set up to where you can open up the lid the way I'm opening it up now. Huh. Okay. Apparently these things reach their sell-by date in a month. Right there it says June 2021. And it's, obviously it's May right now. Okay, now before I get any farther into opening this box, nutrition facts. 5 servings per container, and 1 serving is about 2 cakes. And the calories, for us calorie-conscious connoisseurs of snack cakes, the calories are 280 calories per 2 cakes. And for those mathematical wizards out there, that's 140 per individual Twinkie. The more you know. So now then, there are apparently 10 individually wrapped Twinkies within this box, and we're gonna open it up, and look at them. Look at the individually wrapped little snack cake babies. So we're gonna take one, and we're going to give it a taste test. Now, hopefully, this might still be on YouTube. It might not be, but there was a video I did way back when, if it's still up there, that I'm going to have the video right up here, the link to it, where I reviewed some Ghostbusters lime cream Twinkies. So hopefully, this is going to be good. And if you feel inclined, go ahead, click that link up there. You might be glad you did. You might not. Who knows? You may be surprised. Now, before I go opening this thing, I'm curious if I'll be able to actually smell it through the wrapper. Short answer is no. Long answer is I don't smell it, but I can smell the cardboard from the box. And that's a guarantee from Oxleymations. So now we're opening it up. And then we're peeling back the wrapper. And look at those little doots of pink icing, just boot, 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 where they just injected these little cakes. Okay, now that it's open, I'm not actually catching whiff of it, so I'm going to bring it in close. Ooh. Oh, that smells good. Hopefully it's actually good. The last couple of Twinkies I've had, this was a while ago, but they were kinda not the greatest snack cake I'd ever had, but they were okay. Just the flavor was off. I don't know what it was. The sponge cake, I mean. But with that said, let's chomp right in. Well, yeah, I'm just going to bite right in. I was contemplating trying to lick some of the icing out from one of the little holes in the back of this thing, but I think that would be a little weird. Here we go. Well, I'll be dipped in chocolate. This tastes remarkably like a Twinkie. But seriously, this tastes remarkably like those Ghostbusters Twinkies I was talking about before. Which is weird because those had like a more of a lime flavor to it, and this is supposed to be a lemon kind of flavor. Let me give it another little bite. It's got that kind of flavor. It's got that, obviously, that kind of citrusy lemon flavor to it. Now let me try and just isolate some of this cream filling. Just kind of plug up that hole there and just kind of squeeze it up from the inside. Here, I'm sure y'all kind of want to see what it looks like. Now the cake itself is nice and spongy. It's got a little tiny bit of a chew to it, and the filling inside is nice and fluffy. Now I'm gonna try to get a sample of just the cream filling without the sponge cake. It tastes kind of like pink lemonade. It's more like pink lemonade Kool-Aid, if I'm being brutally honest. Again, not sponsored. I'm sorry for talking with my mouth full. I don't usually lick my fingers on camera, but as per usual with Twinkies, the cakes themselves are just a little bit oily. But that's to be expected, you know, they had to do that to be able to take them back out of little pans when they were done baking. Okay, now for the review portion of my video. First of all, something I didn't do at the beginning, here's the sides of the box. Well, here, I'll show this side that hasn't been, like, torn up. And there's the back of it. The side that I tore that strip off of. Now, the sides of the box, they're not all that overwhelming. They're not that, you know, very imaginative. They basically just kind of got their thought in their mind where it's like, now when you're sitting by a campfire, you got those logs that you sit on. What if, instead of a log, it were just a giant Twinkie sitting out in the woods? And so that's what that reads to me, is that, you know, it's just a giant Twinkie that someone sliced a chunk off of. It's just sitting out in the woods. The front, however, that I like. It's got some imagination to it. It's got Twinkie the Kid over here trying to sell his wares as a lemonade stand proprietor with his weird, dinky little short arms. And of course, you got like the whole picket fence in the background, the idealized neighborhood going on, even though there's no houses in sight, which is kind of weird. I guess, you know, Twinkie the Kid just lives on the block by himself. Okay, so for my review, the box, for the front of it, and just for the nice spring/summer kind of vibe it gives off, I'm going to give the box a 8. It's going to get an 8. Not the most imaginative or creative, but I like it. It's simple, it's understated, it's just a good artistic representation of summer with Twinkie the Kid. Also, if anyone ever thinks about this, isn't it weird that Twinkie the Kid is selling his own kind? Is that kind of like cannibalism? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking a little too deeply about a mascot that sells this. Kind of like how Larry the Tuna sells tuna. Or at least he used to. Is he still the mascot for Starkist Tuna? I think it was Starkist. Editing me, put right about here what it is I'm talking about. It's one of those things where it's like, wait, did I say Larry the Tuna? It's Charlie the Tuna. All this sugar is going to my brain and it's making me dumb. Okay. So like I was saying, the packaging gets an 8 from me. It's kind of creative, but the most creative bit is this front part. The sides are a bit more lacking, although you do get to see a little bit more of that sun poking in from the side, whereas on the front it's just kind of hidden behind lemonade stand. Now the actual snackages on the inside. These things are actually really good. I'm going to say the actual little snack cakes themselves, they get a 7 out of 10. It would be a little bit higher, but I think because these are so close to their sell-by date, that's kind of the same problem I had with the Frostbite Mountain Dew. It just wasn't as good as it could be. You know what I'm saying? It tastes like it's getting to its sell-by date. Unfortunately, but it still tastes fantastic, even so. So with that said, we've got the box score of 8. We've got the snack score of 7. We put them both together, and we get, boom, 15. 15 is the number of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Lemonade Stand Limited Edition Twinkies get a 15 on the total, which is, I think, one of the best scores any snack food has gotten on my channel since I started doing a rating system. See, that's the sugar. I can't words right now. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you've seen here today and you actually think you might like the lemonade Twinkies, then by all means you go out to that store and you pick yourself up a box of these and you and a couple other friends just enjoy. Or of course, just enjoy them at your leisure. Don't just grab a box and go, and just like devour the whole thing in one sitting. Just enjoy them. Have them as like a dessert or a snack. All things in moderation, I don't know why I'm getting into this kind of nonsense, but here we are. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, as I was starting to allude to before, if you like what you've seen here today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Once you are subscribed, you'll be glad you did. If you feel that your friends would like to watch my content, share it with them. If you're not sure, share it anyway. You could be surprised. And also, I just have to say, I appreciate each and every single one of you who have subscribed, and just, if you're here watching unsubscribed, feel free to join the club. If not, then, well, thanks for stopping by. On that note, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and all other configurations of being, this is your old buddy Oxleymations saying, cowabunga, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.